Number 1. The man said that he had been working for the past 3 days to find on the information for that year's annual report. So he worried they wouldn't make the deadline. The woman replied that they would get it submitted with a couple of hours to spare, and she wanted to know where he found all the information, facts and figures. The man explained he found some site that provide the information plus a new article. The woman commented he would have to show them to her later, and she suggested sending his back report because she needed to start working. He needed to start working on the presentation file. Number 2. The man said hello to woman, and he said that he couldn't get into the storage room, so he thought there was something wrong. There was anything wrong with the door. The woman replied the man, starting the day, everyone needed to enter an accessible to get in. The man was surprised by that. And he wanted to know where he could find that code, and if he could speak with the IT department. The woman replied his manager should have sent the messenger with that code for his department. So she suggested asking his manager before connecting the IT managers the IT department. Number 3. The woman wanted to know the man if he had got the email about the meeting on Thursday, because it got moved up that day. The man was surprised by that. Because he didn't get them. And he wanted to know why they did that. The woman replied that the manager had a meet client on Thursday, so she moved it up. The man commented he had a lot left to do. So he wanted to know if he could finish that report for the meeting that day. The woman commented he had some time, so she suggested sending it for her, and she would look at that after she come back from the post office. Number 4. The woman wanted to know the man if he had an appointment. The man replied the woman he had an appointment with Miss Foley for a job interview. So he wanted to let Miss Foley. So he suggested let Miss Foley know that Brian Thomas were here. The woman was sorry about Miss Foley was late about 20 minutes due to her car had problem. So she wanted to know if he could wait. The man agreed with her, and he replied he would wait at the coffee shop next door. So he suggested calling him when Miss Foley come in. Number 5. The woman said that they were working with the new program Filmmaker X3. So she needed them to use it to make a short commercial for their new product. The man replied that he had never used it. He had never used the video editing program before. The woman B commented. She had used it at her last company, and it was very simple. So he could take after the meeting if he want. The woman A suggested making sure the storyboarder, and they could find a copy of it along with the video file on the company servers. The woman B replied that she heard the company server were undergoing maintenance. So they had to wait until that afternoon to access them. Number 6. The woman A wanted to know if the new employees were start a week after and if everything worked ready. The man replied everything was going well because they had on the computer set up for them to work on that Friday. But Jennifer replies something wrong. The woman B replied they didn't have the computer of any for their ID badge, and without them, it would be hard to enter many areas of the building since access were retrieved. The woman I agreed with her, and she said they didn't have enough temporary for the mall. The woman B suggested send them an email. The man suggested send them an email asking for digital photo of themselves. The woman I agreed with him, and she said they would give a list of she would give a list of the new employees that afternoon. Number 7. The man said the printer made a mistake because they reduced the order to 100 invitations, but the invoice for the original 150. The woman replied they did not pay for invitation they didn't receive. They would have to ask them a refund bill. They would have to ask them for a revised bill. The man agreed with her, but he had to get the staff meeting now, so he would call them after that and ask the new invoice. The woman agreed with him, and she said that way they could settle the amount owed immediately.